Hello, Narnach here. Welcome back to Stellaris. So the previous episode where I went over the patch notes ran a little long and didn't feature a lot of gameplay, so I figured let's record another episode straight afterwards. Where we actually get to play a new version of the game. So let's unpause and see how things work themselves out. So we have quite some colony ships. Going places. Oh, a special project. So we found a destroyed Voltum mining base on a planet. Okay. Makes me wonder, where the heck is that Voltum thingamajig then? Usually it's near to science ships. So, what's the other one? This one doesn't really appear to be doing a lot. Nor this one. Okay. Guess that remains a mystery then. So, we'll just keep things going. So we have one of the things I didn't mention. Military fleets versus civilian fleets have different icons. So the military ships are standing upright with the medal sign on them, while civilian ships are lying down or pointing to the side without the medal. Let's see, there's another alliance that got broken up. There's the bull hubs and the centralized Gorfs. So all the alliances over here are breaking up. That's good, actually. So currently we have the Bright Entente, which is the only galaxy, or the only alliance remaining in the galaxy. There's the Kvivos and the Sintamori. So we got the Sintamori here. And if I were a Kvivos, where would I hide? Oh, that's these guys. So these are a united front. They hate my guts. Let's see, if we go to the opinion map and we select one empire, you actually get to see what others think of them. That's a very nice, neat thing. If you've played Europa Universalis or another Paradox game, this is something that will look familiar to you. So let's have a look. The Inari, those are the people I want to become buddies with. These are friends, these are hostile, these are hostile, these are friendly. Now from my own perspective, of course, we have a fallen empire over here. And we have, well, these guys that like us but won't in the future. So, well, also, for now we have a relationship with the folks down there, with the Inari, and that's good for research. And the Terrassi, we will eventually end up invading them, since, well, they're encroaching on my borders. And I can't approve of that, of course. So, okay, so this is a colony ship that's moving over here. Just taking its sweet time. Whoa, lots of stuff happening here. So the Bull Hub is guaranteeing. Alright, the Bull Hub are now non-aggressing the centralized Gorfs. Okay, so non-aggression over here, and the Inari and the Hejim are now guaranteeing independence. Okay. Let's see, this is the Gorf and the Tendrazun, that's those guys. That's also non-aggression. That's the reverse of the previous one. Okay. So it looks like, because of the changes in the diplomatic infrastructure, the alliance is just dropped for and just are re-establishing themselves. Let's see, migration treaty. The Sintoboroi and the Quivels are... Let's see, Quivels, Sintoboroi. Okay, so that's the alliance, and they're now also adding a migration treaty on top of that. So they are exchanging people. I've got a suspicion that the next game year or so we'll see more of this. Just as the diplomatic landscape reshapes itself. Okay.
System survey complete.
Let's see, the Inari, and that's our buddies, and the Wolhubs. Down there they have a migration treaty. Okay. Presumably that's good for them. Hey, we have a system that got fully surveyed. We found some minerals to mine here, but that's about it.
Colony established.
Aha! Let's go there. Kojok's Keep, which is okay. This is in the middle of our area. This is in the integrated Conjodan sector. So it's a very, very tiny planet. Oh, okay. So this can be cleared. The rest can't. These are proper collectivists, proper people. That's good. Managed by Nexus Cool One. Can we issue edicts? Yes, we can. So we could issue some edicts to generate more food, which will increase the growth rate. So I think we are drowning in resources. We might as well give this a farming subsidy. Boom. Generate 25% more food, so we grow faster. Seems like a good idea. Speaking of sectors and growth, let's have a quick look at our sectors. We can give a lot of resources to our sectors. Let's say we keep them all topped up above 2000. Okay, we found an anomaly. Let's have a quick look. So everything is now above 2000. Let's see, initial scans have caught an irregular signal reminiscent of our own distress patterns. Failure risk is only 2%, so go research it. It's a distress signal that has to be investigated. Maybe someone is indeed in dire need, or it's a trap. We don't know. Eric Saluso is now skill level 4. We have established a colony. That's good. And Commodore Merciless found the anomaly we are now investigating. Cool. So we can just continue. You know what? We actually increased the speed too fast. Also, maybe I should fix my my energy problems a little bit. Can I enact some policies? Is there anything that globally allows us to create more energy? No. Ooh, this is interesting. Master's teaching philosophical mindset gets us +1 empire leader and increases our research speed by 10%, and it only costs us 10 or 1 influence to maintain. I think I want this. That way we can get ourselves another governor. And that is, so once we start expanding over here, it's going to be nice to have another sector over here that we can just assign planets to. So it's going to be good. And of course extra research is extra research. But as I mentioned, this is slightly worrisome. Our ship maintenance is currently 70, so that's the bulk of our of what we have here. We are extracting the maximum resources we can. Our home planet, is there anything we can upgrade over here? Just some food infrastructure. we can't really boost our power. On the other hand, I've got 4 food to spare. If we could upgrade a farm into a power plant, that would be pretty good, I think. So, Beltharan power plant, we don't have the Beltharan resources for that. Oh, we do actually. What? Okay. Boom. So, we're gonna upgrade that. That means more power for us, and more power is good. Also, we want to get that slave off and make it do something else. Exchange this. The slave can just tend to the whatever this building did. Oh, hey, slave can go mining. That's even better. Good. So how long does it take to? 116 days. That is roughly 4 months. Okay, that's it's gonna hurt a bit, but sure. Let's see, currently producing 20. There's gonna be 26 power. Can we have an energy edict? Capacity overload, 15%. So 20 becomes 23. 26 maybe pushes us to 30. So that's 10 power. That's okay, but it's not enough. We have this set as our financial sector, the Conjodan sector. Ah, there's a bunch of slaves over here. This is a planet where our Wulven can't live, I think. Event, let's check that out. Ah, Wulven can live here at 40% happiness, while the Conjodans are 100%. So we can move some other people over there. Wait, the Conjodans. I believe the Conjodans were pretty okay, weren't they? Collectivist, Militarist. Yeah, they hacked my exact traits. So eventually we want to integrate them to boost the output. So by liberating them, we can give them 25% more happiness, so they get 53%, which is pretty darn good. Wait, these are not slaves. Only some of them are. Oh wow, this is... Is this the government's doing a pretty decent job at just enslaving regular people? These are xenophiles. Just enslave this one. We don't want no hippies here. This is just a regular fanatic militarist, so we can just emancipate you. And then flip you around. Can we? No, we can't. Okay, because this is managed by a governor. Also, it's running a capacity overload edict, which is interesting. So governors can actually do that. That is pretty cool. Let's focus back on the event. Lost in space. The signal we intercepted was a distress call from a ship in orbit around Ratia. The ship was not giving away any heat signatures and seems to be drifting. A special project has been issued to investigate what has happened to the crew.
Situation log updated.
So that means we want to investigate that, and with a bit of luck, our ship is still nearby. But of course, there is never an option to just instantly queue up something useful for it to do. That's still, I don't know how the devs can play the game without getting utterly frustrated by by that themselves. But, well, that's maybe I'm the weird one here. I think we do need to take some measures here, because this is untenable. Is that because of spaceships getting too big? Okay, we are currently already building one, that is good. And we can put solar cells on it. Now, things like observatory modules and synchronized defenses, they all use extra power. Can we take this off? I don't think you can actually take specific modules off. That's annoying. Wonder if the AI just not doing very smart things is the cause here. So if we have a look at the different planets. No, because these people are unhappy. Well, they're completely not happy actually. You know what? Purge them. If you're not happy here, might as well purge you and see if we can get someone else. Because these have ethics divergence. You're never gonna get happy otherwise. Fanatical Collectivist, well, slaves. You are a xenophile, that's why you're a slave. Fanatical Collectivist. Oh, you are also going to be purged. Maybe I should just purge this one as well. Okay, so purge, that's just food, minerals and science. We can get away with that. And we can't reallocate people anyway. Because we have a free migration policy for the Wulven, Wulven might actually move in here. Let's see, this is level 2 power plant, so it's as good as it's gonna get. Our main planets, can we do some upgrades here just for food production? Replacing this with a Beltharan power plant is gonna be done soonish. But we're also gonna run out of energy soonish. Let's see. Oh, wait. We have the Galactic, our not gonna say friends. They're actually our vassal. Galactic, over there. You. Trade deal. I want energy. Let's see. Just instantly give me some energy. They are disloyal. Okay. But that shouldn't really matter. Well, apparently it does. Okay, is there a way to do something useful with disloyal subjects if you can't? No, there's no embassy. Embassy effect is slowly starting to wear off. There are a number of negative traits that slowly increase over time, getting 5 points per year. No, the slavery, genocidal, and the wars at war negative penalties, but that's 100 points that seems to disappear in about 20 years. They still will hate our guts afterwards. That's the biggest problem. You can't demand anything. That's the annoying bit. And the trust decays over time. Wait. Just slowly discovering things. So the Inari, they are our friends. Friends. So currently, what's our relationship? Slowly decaying. Are we building up trust? Yes, we are, actually. Plus 0.8, so that is 12 per year. Well, no, 1 per year. Due to the research agreement. That is nice. And because we are not the most friendly people, we only gain it at a 20% penalty. Still good. So let's offer them a trade deal. I want energy. So let's see. 300 energy, let's say 400 energy, and 500 energy. That's going to be about a year's worth of energy that way. And in return, I'm going to give you minerals. So let's see, 800 minerals seems to make them happy. I could tune this down, but for now I'm happy with it. So this is a one-off. We get some energy, you get some minerals, everybody's going to be happy. On the other hand, if this works pretty well, we might as well say, you know what? What's our cap? Oh, it's almost 4,000. So here, no. Can you give us 2,000? That would be swell. Then we'll just give you 1,900 minerals, and that should resolve our issues. That works. Okay, so having allies works pretty darn well for just fixing your resource issues. Oh, Kenjor has been surveyed.
Construction complete. System survey complete.
A lot of stuff happening. Let's see, we didn't actually get a lot of new things. That's a derelict spaceship project. But that's it. Oh, Governor Ekun Eno has leveled up to level 2. Nice. Kenjor has been surveyed. Adnor has finished its service construction queue. I remember that it was the Beltharan power plant. Can we upgrade it? Yes, we can. So we're gonna get 8 power out of it. Very, very nice. I approve a lot. So now that our power has been secured, so to say, might as well want to investigate a little bit in upgrading the hydroponics farm. It might turn out that we can get away with generating a little less food then. On the other hand, we only have 2 farms. Now let's just upgrade both of them. We are generating more power, might as well spend it on just maintaining happiness of the people. Okay, so that one is dealt with. Diam has been fully surveyed, which has a lot of resources on it, mostly societal research and minerals. Nothing to colonize though. Let's see, this is just a construction ship. We had a colony ship going this direction. Seem to have lost track of it.
Research complete.
Oh, interlinked support systems, which means level 2 point defense cannons. Let's research something else. Planetary fortification toughness 20%. That's pretty cool, and we unlock better shields. This is going to be tier 3 shields. Disruptors. Decent range, a lot of extra damage to shields. Though it's slightly less raw damage, so these really blast through shields. But compared to our projectile weapons, they do less damage versus armor. I think I wanted to originally just clear up some of the lower level research. So let's research blue lasers. Let's see, the Hajim and the Inari are now in a non-aggression pact. Which is okay. Ah, space cows. Let's see. Guarantee revoked. The Inari no longer guarantee the independence of the Hajim. So they're a bit flip-flopping there. Oh, we have a powerful faction. That's something that in the patch notes I already mentioned, and I wanted to see how it plays out. So, here, the malcontent slaves. That is species led by the Kenjod. Okay, they want emancipation, which 10% interstellar railroads. Slaves organized to smuggle several enslaved pops out of the Empire. Well, if you don't want to be a slave here, you are free to leave. Base is 0, +2, must be at least 4 pops in the malcontent slaves faction, and it just goes up and up and up. At some point you get riots and revolts. What do we manage? Oh, I like this. Make examples. Make a harsh example of a particularly troublesome pop, instantly purging it. Let's see, harsh treatment, worse living conditions for troublesome slaves to the breaking their spirit. So you can't use it overly often, but this is just a one-off to get 20% support down. But no, purging slaves is perfectly fine with me. It's gonna cost us 150 influence and it's gonna cost 400 energy. Well, we just traded for more energy, so that works. And, well, it worked pretty beautifully. And that means Interstellar Railroad is gone. Let's see, the docile slaves, they just want to regulate slavery. What can we do here? Let's see. Covertly ease the burden of key figure among the slaves for a time to lessen their zeal. So that's special treatment. Scare tactics. Targeted propaganda campaigns and intimidation tactics remind the slaves that their situation could be much worse. The interesting thing here, of course, is that it will always cost you influence. 50 here, 150 here. So even if you have docile slaves, if you have to manage them too often, then yeah, at some point you're gonna run out of influence. And there's purge protesters. What? I think I need some. That's on Kenjor Prime. I think Kenjor Prime. You would expect Kenjor Prime to be... there. These are the not enslaved people. Are there anyone here that has a different attitude towards slavery? It might be one of the factions that's currently being purged. That will resolve itself soon. So, slavery is gonna get some interesting gameplay repercussions now. We'll have to see how it plays out.
Research complete.
Let's see. So, the interesting bit is that slaves actually yield more minerals. So keeping slaves for mining purposes is actually beneficial even if they haven't done anything wrong. Ooh, atmospheric filtering. We get plus 5% habitability, so that means happier people all around, which is good. Ooh, arid world colonization. Yes, please. That's one of the types that only other races can populate, I think. So that's gonna get us more colonization options in the future.
System survey complete.
Okay.
Established.
Ooh. That's a lot of stuff happening. So, Zoldior, which is pretty empty, has been fully surveyed. Well, excellent. Establish a colony in the Jumla system, which I believe was somewhere up here. Yes, over there. That's Mondak's retreat. It's actually not a bad size. So these are proper Fanatical Collectivists, that's good. They have some space that can be cleared. We are building a spaceport already, very excellent. They're doing a good job there, JMR team. Also gonna reduce our power usage for new colonies, which is, well, good. It's gonna be a net asset rather than a than that it's gonna cost us. The Central Signer States has declared me to be a rival. That's these folks up there. Okay, that's perfectly fine. How are you in terms of? Oh, you can actually click on them. Also, the fact that you can drag windows around. I think that's a new thing in the patch as well for some windows. So they are collectivist xenophobes. Okay, yeah, I can see why you don't like me. Even though you have a good opinion of me. Oh, that's because of the embassy. Ah, yes. Well, we could counter-declare them as a rival. Because I don't think we have maxed out our... Oh, okay, it closes if you go back to this one. I don't think we have maxed out our rivals yet. Let's see, if we sort by name. Wulven. Let's see, we have rivals in the Terrassi Principality and the Kvevels. But, because we are militarists, we can have 4 rivals rather than only 3, I think. So, counter-rivaling seems like a good idea. And we get a little bit of extra power from them. Let's see, they are the centralized signer. Ah, they are inferior, okay. Actually, not that inferior. Let's just declare this and be done with it. So basically we get an influence per year. That's okay. But that is indeed gonna worsen our rivals. And we have a scientist, Tiger Claw, that leveled up to level 2. So, how are things looking now from our perspective? We have a rival here. We have 2 rivals over there. And everybody else is neutral in terms of Diplo. Opinions. The Inari like us. These falls, the Seppadrogans. They still like us. That's gonna change soon once the embassy effect wears off. And attitudes. They are unfriendly, and unfriendly. And here they hate their guts. Hostile, yes, that's what I meant. Rotek, what am I gonna do with you? I wonder if we can turn him from a vassal into like a dominated type. Dominated is not the word I'm looking for, even though it does mean what I want. Make them a protector, another protectorate. It's the other thing. What was the name again? A tributary, yes, that. Because then we get bonus income, and they can do whatever they want, and they can actually just expand a little bit. Because I think right now, as vassals, they're just there, existing until some point they break free or get integrated. Well, it's kind of it. I don't know, we'll see about that, how that will go in the future, how the interactions are there. Is our colony ship here yet?
Colony established.
Colony established in Ruklar. Where the heck was Ruklar? Well, it's up there. Okay. Luster Gavin's shelter. Ooh, this is pretty nice size. It has some obstacles that can be removed. Proper ethics still. Spaceport is already being... projectiles or lasers. Let's go projectiles. Oh, wait, so I was actually misreading it on the previous planet, where I thought one was built, but it wasn't. But this one is doing its job. Good, good, good. This one also has a defensive station everywhere, and this one doesn't. So that's gonna be Mondak's retreats that we settled a bit earlier. Now it's also gonna get a self-space station, because that way we can just get solar panels up and get 3 energy per colony. Which is gonna be nice while they get themselves up and running, since energy is probably not gonna be a primary concern of these colonies. Also just feed some more minerals into the war chest of these sectors. Anomaly found. Let's see. Significant scarring on the surface of this world in a pattern that cannot be natural. From orbit, the massive rifts almost look like a writing. Okay, let's research it. It's only 7% chance of it going wrong. So our colony maintenance is currently down to 0. That means there's no more colonies actively being built. But I would swear that we had more colony ships out and about. Yeah, like for example, this one. It is currently still on its way to colonize Terambada. But why is this doing something special? For Valen. Ah, that's the anomaly. Hey, cool. Good, good. Do your thing. Yeah, see, I'm still remembering it correctly. We have multiple locations that are being colonized. That's Arctic world. We can't colonize these. Oh, I just built something. Up there. Ah, that's probably the upgrade. They still don't say what was completed. That's you would expect that to be the number one thing that they would want to tell you. In this case, though, we know we had upgraded the hydroponics to level 2, so that is what it is. Alien writing. We'll have a look at it soon, and we have a food surplus because of the farms that we just upgraded. We can't upgrade to the Beltharn power plants any further, but +9 to power is quite a bit, and because the people here are happy, we get a slight bonus. That's one of the nice things, of course, of the happiness being a sliding scale rather than having specific points where it applies. We get a 7.6% bonus, which of course stacks. And we produce a total of 30 power. Good, good. Alien writing. Someone used a mining laser from orbit. To carve a large body of writing into the surface of the planet. Massive script covers a large portion of the planet's upper hemisphere and appears to be a short story chronicling the difficult life of an alien mercenary. Fascinating. I believe there's only a slight bit of sarcasm in that fascinating response. But it's going to be good for cultural science. So maybe it was actually an honest, fascinating. Also, for Valen here, we actually have scouted some things that we can do with it. So let's mine it, let's research it. It's gonna cost us some power, but we need to exploit all the resources we can. I think for now that's gonna be more than enough. So, political situation seems to have stabilized a little bit. Relationships between races are reforming, probably in similar shapes to before. Now that we have the map overlay, we can actually see a little bit of what's happening. It seems to be that most of the races in the galaxy don't really like having a rather aggressive neighbor, but that's okay with me. We'll take them out one by one. Wulven Pack will conquer the galaxy. And probably in future wars, I'm probably going to pay a little bit more attention to the ethics of the races. And for example, in this case, the Galactics, they hate my guts. So if I vassalize them, they're still going to hate my guts. So it's probably better to just purge all of them and replace them with my own people. But for that, I need more colonization tech, which we're slowly getting. So, well, coming episodes, we'll stabilize. I wanna wait out the migration wave that I've started, just until all the colonies have been settled. Start up a new colony sector here now that we have space for one more leader as a result of the master's teachings, which we can get on an extra governor. And then once we have stabilized, get our energy production positive again, after that I want to start to focus on expanding our military, because we only have, well, quote unquote, only have 116 ships while we can have 200. And that's probably something for next episode as well. We need to upgrade our ships, because they can get me much more powerful. Well, for now, this is going to be it. So thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you again next time. Bye bye.